Hungry, building up an appetite, and especially ahead of that performance. But before we get into it, let's feed our souls and bring in some good stuff for the belly. And I'm not doing this one alone, right? We've got Amber and Nick that enjoy turning weeknights into special moments. And that's with homemade dishes like this chicken and mushroom pizza. Now, it's made with a pre-made base. There's savory rotisserie chicken and fresh mushrooms. So it's an easy and delicious meal, and I think it's perfect for sharing. So with that being said, let's be inspired by a couple of the day. You guys obviously spend time in the kitchen, right?
Well, one of us.
Who is it?
Can you guess?
Not him.
Why is chicken such a big thing for you guys, though? Why are you loving it so much?
I think I grew up mainly eating chicken and not eating that much red meat. That's just kind of how I grew up. I grew up in a very healthy family. So it's something that I just...
Red meat is not unhealthy.
No.
No, because I grew up eating a lot of red meat.
Okay.
He's Afrikaans, so he grew up eating a lot of flesh.
Okay, so the best of both worlds have collided here.
Exactly.
I love that.
I introduced him to some white meat.
She pulled me to the chicken side.
Balance is always desired. But I think with
Yes.
chicken, it's obviously so versatile. Like we are going to showcase right now. And I'm almost picturing this like you maybe inviting me as one of your old-time friends to your place and you've forgotten what to prepare. And you're like, oh, let's just make pizzas for our guests. Is that the moment that's arrived now?
That's exactly. That is exactly. Because I'm not like the most enthusiastic chef. I grew up with a mum who's an incredible cook.
Okay.
But I never really inherited the passion. But we love to eat.
And we love pizza.
And
Okay.
it's his favorite food. So that's why this would be a go-to.
You're my kind of people. You're my kind of people. Yeah. So talk us through this recipe. I think we're going to actually just start getting into it. How do we begin this?
Okay, so first with the pizza, you always do the tomato base first. So I'm going to
Okay.
do that while Nick does the chicken.
All right.
Yeah, so we're going to put oil and some spices, and then we're going to marinate the chicken.
Oh, nice.
It's already got a bit of seasoning on it, but doing the kind of spice mix just gives it that extra flavor as well.
Listen,
And
man.
it's it's going to keep it succulent as well with a bit of oil, yeah.
For a red meat lover, you definitely know how to prepare your chicken. So this relationship has brought out the best in both of you. I can say that much.
Exactly.
So you got salt and pepper, spices going into the oil, and then you marinated the chicken with the pizza base, which is all conveniently been prepared for us. Or you can just get them at the shop. There's lots of options. You're starting off with tomato, right?
Yes.
These are like essential rules to making a good pizza.
I believe so. I mean, I'm not Italian, so then we may get some Italians giving us better
flack,
tips.
yeah.
But this is how I make a pizza, and then we'll add the toppings, and then, as far as I understand, the cheese goes last.
Yes.
And then it's going to just...
Cheese must go last.
I actually have been a little bit naughty, so I love pizzas. So on a Friday night, we're having like a minimum of 3 pizzas just to like catch up on the week's workload and like kick it back. I find that when I'm making a pizza, I'll slide a little bit of cheese in this step now, just to kind of get like a bottom top a fusion effect and just get the full malt.
You know what I believe? There's
know where this
never
is
too
going.
much cheese.
Yeah.
But that's
Never
the
too
thing,
much
you
cheese.
can never go wrong with enough
Little
cheese.
cheese hug there. Let's get a cheese hug there.
A little cheese
I
sandwich
mean, how
pizza.
romantic is it when you guys are chowing into pizza and then you know the malted cheese
yes.
just has that moment like spaghetti?
Exactly.
You were mentioning, Amber, something earlier about your mom having all these incredible sort of passions for making food, and your passion was eating it instead, right?
Exactly.
You mentioned she didn't like through that process necessarily pass on some of those skills, but she did pass on something which I think is even more special, like a family heirloom.
Yeah.
She created a cookbook for you. Is that correct?
Yes, and I do believe that the reason might be because she was terrified we were going to starve. So she was like, please take this and please learn to cook.
Was it a gift given to you
As we got married.
As we got married.
Her and I conferred, and then I said to her, Mum, you got to help me here, and then she blessed us with the surprise cookbook on, on our wedding day.
Nicely done.
But she was good. She gave me simple recipes, but ones that she used to make for us growing up and ones that she knew I loved. So it is very special, and I turn to it often when I'm in a bind and don't know what to cook.
Oh, well, shout out to moms for absolutely passing on such incredible heirlooms. I think when it comes to recipes, nostalgia's there, and there's memories that get passed on with the recipe. And I know you guys are creating a new relationship. You're creating new memories as well. So this is something I love to see, especially when it involves food, good times, and maybe the family grows and you carry on doing these activities too.
Definitely. Hopefully my kids get better cooking skills than their mom.
It's never too late to learn.
Yes,
I'm sure
that
you
is
think
true.
so.
Like you were speaking about earlier, the challenges that you are overcoming as a couple, I think this is easy. This is going to be a simple one for you. Just be consistent, put the time in. And just like that, we're kind of pretty much towards the end of this.
I didn't put your cheese hug in. I'm sorry about
It's
that.
okay, bro. Listen,
sorry.
we're here to learn from you today.
Yeah, we're not doing the wow your pizza.
Okay, sorry.
This is not my pizza, yo. This is Amber and Nick. So I want to see exactly how you do it. We want to know everything that gets this relationship going. And I think that's making pizzas this way.
Exactly.
One other thing that's important is we like to put the ingredients towards the edges.
You got to make sure it's all filled.
You don't want a big edge that has no ingredients, no
Toppings.
chicken.
And then the edge just gets left behind at the
Exactly,
end, right?
because then you don't eat them.
You
They're
want
dry
to be
and-
able to enjoy every single bite right to the end.
So you theoretically, actually, by doing that, you are actually getting more pizza.
Exactly.
Theoretically creating more bang for your buck, getting more
Exactly.
pizza indulgent experiences. And with that, I guess, more memories. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
not going to complain about that.
Never.
Look, I absolutely am so grateful. I know I said this when we were working out, but it's even better to see everything about you. And you've shown a lot of your vulnerable side with us today, and I can't thank you enough. I think our audience has resonated with you. And a lot of singles out there are now inspired, I think, to take the next step and ask them out at the least. So ask for that date and you might be able to recreate some of this chemistry, because look how much goodness there is to look forward to. Thank you for sharing all of this with us, and hope to see you guys soon with some more incredible stories and memories.
Thank
you
you,
for
Rob.
having
Thanks
us.
for having
Beautiful
us.
stuff. All right, this goes in the oven though, right? Let's
It
just
does
talk
have
about
to get cooked.
oven. How long? About 180, around
One-
15-20 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, you got to watch the base. 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't want it as soon as the cheese starts to melt and the base starts to crisp. I usually tend to check around the 8-10 minute mark and then see if it needs a little bit more. So.
All right, now listen, our cheese aficionado. This is
Pizza, I
kryptonite.
said I'm there. After that workout, count me in. This is
Exactly.
beautiful. Well
Does.
done.
You know, it's difficult stuff that we're doing.
Tough, man. Pre-made chicken, mushrooms are...
Now, Chris, obviously we prepared this in the future, and I know you are but pizza's like kryptonite for you, basically. So
I
would
do
a
like
slice?
pizza. I'll take a
I
slice.
might actually
Thank
join you
you.
and indulge in this. It is looking
still
so
warm.
good. Ooh, yeah. What not to do when you're serving a pizza? Maybe I should actually assist you. That is
a
on
little
me,
cut.
because I didn't cut this one
Yes,
enough.
Raul,
So
this is your
let's
fault,
all
Raul.
get in on this.
Okay, you cut that out.
It's me,
Let me
it's
tell
me.
you what's supposed to come on your Feel Good
So
Breakfast
yeah,
show.
Amber, Nick, thank you
Yes,
so
cut
much.
it up,
There's a
cut it
slice
up.
for all of us. I'll
you
grab the
guys.
last one, and we can do an official pizza cheers.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Good relationships,
critical.
good memories, and good times in your Feel Good
Cheers.
Breakfast show.
Cheers, guys.
Guys,
ExpressoShow.com.
That's where you find it. Well, listen, still more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're going to indulge in this pizza. I'm hearing the background, which means it's absolutely fantastic. But we also want to talk to you about how you can have pizza every day, and that's if you budget right, all right? So we're going to get into all things chatting about budget. It is January, and you want to make sure that the money stretches as far as it possibly can. Also, our young artist in studio today, E-Fact, is here to perform, and we can't wait. We might save him a piece of pizza if he also does very well, all right? Cheers to you. We'll see you after this break.
Oh,